Welcome, Totem Pole Nation. It's Lambo and Lambo's World of Sports, presented by Sideline Sports Network. Today, we're going to be covering the NFL. So, yes, we got a lot of things going on. We got Ezekiel Elliott. He took a visit to the New England Patriots, which is a very surprising, very shocking. The Dolphins have signed Eli Apple as well. Signed Eli Apple because Jalen Ramsey, I think he tore his MCL and is going to need surgery and will be out to at least December. And then also I'm gonna go over the recap of the quarterback series called the quarterback series on Netflix, which is called Quarterback. And then I'm also Dalvin Cook is experienced interest in the Jets. There was some type of rumor a few days ago that the Patriots were interested in Dalvin Cook as well, but I don't think that really went well. So we're gonna cover a lot of NFL today. First, I'm gonna start off with the Patriots. My New England Patriots took a shot at Ezekiel Elliott. Very, shocking in my opinion. So this is 1 month after DeAndre Hopkins visited New England, and there was a lot of talk, and for some reason we couldn't sign the man. So we failed at that. So he was released in March by the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys decided to go with Tony Pollard as their number one running back. The Patriots also, and my team, we've been interested in bolstering the backfield since the draft in April. We do need a veteran at the running back position. We did sign James Robinson, who used to play for the Jacksonville Jaguars, but he got released on June 12th. So we need another veteran, experience in the backfield. The only running backs we have right now, I think, is Ramondre Stevenson. And I think we have one of the second-year guys. I can't remember his name right now, but we need sort of a LeGarrette Blount type guy. So Ezekiel Elliott does fit the perfect, stance as well. So as of what happened with Ezekiel Elliott, he went to dinner. He was at dinner with Mac Jones about yesterday as well. He was in the building. He also wanted a high asking price for the contract, but with the Patriots, we're not going to pay people that high at all. So the running back climate, and this way it is, it's going to be very tough for the Patriots to sign a running back with big money. We also looked at getting Dalvin Cook for a visit. Dalvin Cook is apparently going to visit the Jets sometime today or sometime tomorrow. So we got options in the Dalvin Cook. We got options in Ezekiel Elliott. It doesn't matter. We just got to bring somebody. Ezekiel Elliott is coming off a career low for rushing. Yes, a career low. So last season with the Dallas Cowboys, he was only 124 yards away from his fifth 1,000-yard campaign rushing in his 7-year career. The 28-year-old has plenty left in the tank. I mean, he's a 2016 number 4 draft pick out of Ohio State. But he's going to have a reduced role because the top running back for the Patriots is Ramondre Stevenson. I think he was a 4th-round draft pick out of Oklahoma. He's under the Lincoln Riley tree. He was very aggressive. He's very fast. He's mobile. But what happens if the Patriots don't sign Ezekiel Elliott? So there's a chance, we could see him in 2023. But the 3-time Pro Bowl selection is reportedly drawing interest from the Jets as well. So we'll see, how that goes. So there's a lot of things going on. I like Ezekiel Elliott. He's big. He's fast. The question is, can he stay healthy at sometimes? Can he stay in shape? That's just going to come down to that. So he's not the only running back on our list. Dalvin Cook has also experienced interest as well. So how do I feel about Ezekiel Elliott? He's big. He's strong. He's fast. He has a lot of potential in the NFL. I just don't know how long Ezekiel Elliott will last with the Patriots as well. So there's a lot of things that is going on with the Patriots as far as running backs because the Patriots in the office like to run at least 3 to 4 running back sets. So we'll see how that goes along those lines as well. So will the Patriots get Ezekiel Elliott? I'm not sure. We'll see within the next week. If we somewhat sign Ezekiel Elliott, I think it'll be a good pick. I hope we get something out of that, but we'll have to see how that goes. So Dalvin Cook as well is getting a warm visit from the Jets. He could be following the Jets as well. Like I said, the Jets are on Hard Knocks. This upcoming, it'd be August 8th. August 8th, the Jets will be on Hard Knocks. So if Dalvin Cook is interested, he wants to really play with Aaron Rodgers. He wants to get the ring. I guess everybody at this point wants to play for the Jets as well. So he's a perfect match for Rodgers. Um, Dalvin Cook, I think, is a better tight end than the tight end that they have, which is Tyler Crockett, who spent 4 years with the running back on the Minnesota Vikings. Conklin is also fascinated by the prospect of Cook, and they also have Breece Hall in the backfield as well. The good thing about Dalvin is just that he likes football, so he's very smart. Just very shocked that the Minnesota Vikings let Dalvin Cook go, but the running back market is just very, very strong. Not as strong because they're not going to get paid. So we'll see how that goes. Um, Aaron Rodgers with the Jets is also a culture changer in his intensity to the offense. He does not like to waste any reps. So being around Dalvin Cook joining the Jets just to see how they practice, be very interesting. So Dalvin Cook has very good memories. In the first half, he had 153 yards rushing against the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2021. And his 153 and 164-yard game against Rodgers and Green Bay in 2019 and 2020 in the Pacific play that showed the Dallas Cowboys that showed his toughness. He also got drilled on a pass play over the middle. So with Dalvin Cook, I mean, he has a lot of the tank. He's from Florida State. He has a lot of things going on. So I really do respect Dalvin Cook. I think he might most likely get signed by the Jets rather than get signed by the Patriots. The Patriots fumbled the bag with DeAndre Hopkins. I don't know if we're going to fumble the bag on Dalvin Cook either. So Dalvin Cook could get signed. You could see him on Hard Knocks on Tuesday, but it looks like he's leaning towards the Jets. The Dolphins, I'm going to talk about the Dolphins real quick. The Dolphins have signed Eli Apple. Now, there's a thing going on with Eli Apple and Tyreek Hill. And I think the Eli Apple Tyreek Hill thing goes to last year. So last year, I guess they were talking trash. Tyreek Hill say, Eli Apple, you can't guard me and all this and whatnot. So Eli Apple is going to replace Jalen Ramsey. So Jalen Ramsey is officially out with a torn meniscus that would keep him out until December. So they're signing Eli Apple to add to the depth. And he still has beef with his new receiver, Tyreek Hill. So the beef did start with the 2022 AFC Championship game between, the Chiefs and the Bengals, and Eli Apple, Tyreek Hill on the field after Cincinnati won. Due to a contribution from Apple, the quarterback made sure to talk trash. This is where the Bengals were heading to the Super Bowl, and Kansas City was going home after they blew the lead. So with that, it all started with Eli Apple also allowing the game-winning touchdown when the Bengals played in the Super Bowl against the Rams, Cooper Kupp, and Tyreek Hill laughed on Twitter. So there's a lot of things going on with that. But, how would he do in Miami? I think Eli Apple, he was a free agent. The Bengals released him. But he can't wait to go against him in practice. So Dolphins side of Eli Apple, I think he's a good, consistent cornerback. I think he's very physical. He can cover. He does a lot of things. But, we'll see how that goes. He only signs a 1-year deal with Jalen Ramsey's injury because he would be out till at least December. So we will see how that goes. But Eli Apple, I'm not sure how much of an impact he will make with the Dolphins because it's very hard to replace Jalen Ramsey due to injury. So we will see how that goes as far as that. But the Dolphins signing Eli Apple, the only question is they still have Xavier Howard on the cornerback side as well. So the defense isn't weak. The defense is strong. But Jalen Ramsey, Eli Apple, there are two different cornerbacks and they're not even close to the same scenario. So I'm going to get into the quarterback series of in the Netflix series called Quarterback. So I watched that, the Netflix series of Quarterback. It's about 8 episodes, 9 episodes. It came out probably a couple weeks back. Season 1 had featured Kirk Cousins, Marcus Mariota, and Patrick Mahomes. It was very good stuff. Learned a lot from it. but there's a lot of things that's going on. I think Peyton Manning is also the producer of quarterback. They're trying to get a season 2 in there. So season 2 is going to be very difficult because there's about 6 quarterbacks that denied to be on the show. Uh, Jalen Hurts denied to be on a quarterback show 2 times. Sam Howell denied to be on there. Lamar Jackson denied to be on there. I think Deshaun Watson denied to be on there as well. So there's a lot of quarterbacks that didn't really want to be on the show. Um, Joe Burrow denied it as well. So we'll see how that goes with the season 2 of quarterback. But the recap of the quarterback series, I think was very great. It got to the inside of the NFL minds. I think, Pat Mahomes being that guy, signing that $500 million contract. There's a lot of, speculations about, his wife and whatnot. Is she, annoying and blah, 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 blah. I mean, she's just a wife supporting Pat Mahomes. There's probably some scenes in there where it's like, Pat Mahomes plays through an injury and whatnot. And then, Kirk Cousins, he's played the whole season with, messed up ribs and, he sounds like an old man. And Marcus Mariota, the Falcons organization here and there, they were just very, very, very inconsistent. And I didn't think Marcus Mariota fitted the Atlanta Falcons system in the series of quarterback on Netflix. It just wasn't a good fit. I know Arthur Smith knew him from the Tennessee Titans when he was offensive coordinator, but that didn't really fit. Marcus Mariota now is actually signed with the Philadelphia Eagles, who went to the Super Bowl. Kirk Cousins still with the Vikings. The question is, what will the Vikings do? Are they going to compete for the NFC Championship game? And along with Pat Mahomes, are they going to repeat for the Super Bowl? It's a chance, but I'm not sure. So, when I'm going to recap the quarterback series, who's going to be on season 2? Who is my speculation for season 2 for quarterback? Now, I don't know when season 2 of quarterback on Netflix will be somewhat released. Season 1 just came out. They're trying to find some quarterbacks for season 2. Like I said, about 5-6 quarterbacks have denied it. I think number 1 out of shockingly that you probably may find on season 2 of quarterback may be Baker Mayfield. It may be Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield was signed by the Bucs. Tom Brady retired. Baker Mayfield's in a quarterback competition with Kyle Trask, who was drafted at the University of Florida. So I think along those lines, that could be an interesting story as well. We'll see, how that goes along the lines. I think Baker Mayfield has a story, like say he was the number 1 draft pick. I think in like 2018, he was drafted by the Browns. He was not as good as he thought he was. He led the Browns to one playoff victory, but then he was playing through a bunch of injuries, and then they released him. He played with the Carolina Panthers, then he played with the Rams, and then now he's with the Bucs. So within the past maybe year span, he's played on 3 teams. Baker Mayfield would be a very interesting story as far as the quarterback lines. So we'll see how that goes. Now they're gonna name 3 quarterbacks, so I got to name 2 more. I got to make sure I name the ones that didn't deny. Now the second one, as far as quarterback, maybe out of shockingly as far as quarterback, maybe you can put for number 2 for season 2 quarterback. You maybe could put maybe Russell Wilson. I'm not sure if Russell Wilson denied it either. Russell Wilson could be a part of quarterback season 2. Russell Wilson came off one of the worst years of his careers. He got a new head coach in Sean Payton. Sean Payton is a long-time former Saints head coach who helped out Drew Brees and won a Super Bowl. So I think Russell Wilson could be a part of the quarterback series. We'll have to see how that goes. It's all about access, but I like to see the story of Russell Wilson, his preparation, his hard work. I think it's an interesting story along the lines. Denver, will Denver be back? Denver hasn't won anything since the Peyton Manning era. So Russell Wilson could be a quarterback season 2. That would be something nice. One more quarterback that will probably maybe somewhat shock the world. I wouldn't say shock the world, but maybe could be on there. I could say, if they allow the access, I could say Bryce Young. Bryce Young could be on quarterback season 2. He's won the starting job at Carolina. He came out of the University of Alabama. I think he's won a national championship at the University of Alabama. I think. Or no, he hasn't. That was Mac Jones. So Alabama hasn't won one in a while. So Bryce Young could be on there. So about 3 quarterbacks for season 2 is a possibility. It could be Baker Mayfield. It could be Russell Wilson, and it could be Bryce Young. That's probably going to be the 3 quarterbacks possibly be on season 2 of Netflix quarterback. It's a very interesting take. You take a look at the series. I think it's very great. It's providing information. It's getting into the game. It's getting to the game inside the game of football, which is just nice and all that. So I've covered everything today in the NFL. I'll cover, Ezekiel Elliott, Dalvin Cook. Are they going to go to the, is Dalvin Cook going to go to the Patriots, or is Dalvin Cook going to go to the Jets? Eli Apple signing, I think it makes a very good defense. You need depth at the quarterback position after Jalen Ramsey's gone. And I recapped the quarterback series as well. Season 1 was very good, very interesting. Maybe, Marcus Mariota wasn't really an interesting story, but, they pick whoever it is and whatnot. So my 3 quarterbacks, like I said, Bryce Young, Russell Wilson, Baker Mayfield. They could be on quarterback season 2. We'll let you know when it gets released. But Totem Pole Nation, this is Lambo at Lambo's Water Sports, presented to you by Sideline Sports Network. We will be seeing you later on for more content. Totem Pole Nation, Lambo's Water Sports, logging